Yeah, welcome to another episode of Dark Skies Podcast, coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, from the Bay to LA. Yes, and today we're talking Scarecrow. Who gave this guy a gun? The brainless one. The worst one to give a gun. The mandela-effect. We're talking the mandela-effect again, as usual, as we point out more and more effects as they affect us, as they affect you. What do you remember? The Wizard of Oz? Did the Scarecrow have a gun? Was he busting? Oh man, this is crazy. Make yourselves comfortable. You found Dark Skies Podcast. We'll be back in a few seconds. Oh, yeah. How y'all doing? It's been a beautiful day today. We got the whole crew here, and we're talking the Mandela effect, and it don't get no stranger than seeing the Scarecrow with a gun. Woo! Who gave the brainless one a gun? Some very smart person asked while on the internet once they saw the Scarecrow packing. Just blew their minds. Oh man, we got a full show. We're talking about the Mandela effect. Of course, I'm your host, LC Grace. We got Mikey Nikes in the building. We got Jim helping out the sound levels. We got Jennifer. We got Becky. We got the whole squad today in the studio talking about the Mandela effect. One of my favorite subjects. Why? Because we ain't found out no answers yet. So we're forced to keep digging. And nothing is more crazier than when we dig through the movies and we look at the Wizard of Oz and we see the Scarecrow, one of my most favorite characters in all the Wizard of Oz. Why? Because, he was funny. Michael Jackson played him in The Wiz. So, I always had a soft spot, for the brainless one, because he could barely hold himself up, but he was still willing to help, Didn't have no brain, but, he was coming up with ideas and stuff, So, I don't know. The Wizard of Oz, was a cool movie for me growing up as a kid. It was like a fantasy movie, Started out, with Dorothy being whisked away by a tornado. Took the whole house. Crazy, man. But the story that I can't get out of my mind is I seen The Wizard of Oz a lot of times as a kid. I seen different versions of it. I seen plays. I seen, just the cartoon version. I don't know. It's just so many different versions of The Wizard of Oz. But the original version, I seen so many different times that, it's like I played in it. So, it was real weird when I see, this new Scarecrow to me, 'cause I call him a new Scarecrow because my Scarecrow would have never been given a gun, because of how inept he was. And even though he was coming up with ideas and stuff here and there were no guns in The Wizard of Oz. There was no guns in Oz. So, I don't know. Now it is. No explanation. No rhyme or reason. Just the Scarecrow always had a gun. And I was supposed to believe that. It's crazy. Who would have gave the Scarecrow a gun? Please tell me. It is. Because every time I see this picture, it just takes me on a crazy journey. It takes me back to the movie and I'm trying to remember, did I ever see this? I know I didn't see this. It would have stood out. I mean, him having a gun, it would have been the only gun in Oz. He would have been unstoppable. I don't know. But seeing the Scarecrow with a gun is much more scarier. You know, it's the darker side of the Mandela effect, is what I tell people. Because why get a Scarecrow gun? You know, what's the meaning of that? I mean, I like to find meanings in the Mandela effects because you'll be surprised. You know, some of them have some meanings. You know, some of them dark, sinister. You know, some of them just don't make no sense at all. This being one of them. But it's still dark to see, you know, the Scarecrow packing, you know, armed. I don't know, man. I just don't have this memory of him having this gun. I mean, it would have stuck out. I would have remembered it. It would have been my favorite part of the movie. You know, him pulling out the gun, ready to use it. But I don't know, man. I'm just looking and I'm asking myself, am I seeing what I'm seeing? Is it me? I mean, what's going on here? I mean, I have to question this. I mean, how long has this been a reality? How long has the Scarecrow been packing a gun? Has this been all the reality? Where have I been? And how come I didn't see this, you know, in my memory, my history? That's what the Mandela effect do to you people. You know, it takes you away from where you was, place you somewhere else. Then it proves it with strange things like this. Seeing a Scarecrow with a gun. It's like strange evidence that something is very wrong. I mean, because I can't say everything's okay. Everything's okay. Scarecrow got a gun. It's all cool. No problem. You know? What do you think when you see the Scarecrow with a gun?
Total lunacy.
Exactly. You know, nothing good could come from the Scarecrow having a gun. If anybody ever watched the, you know, movie and had any type of understanding of the Wizard of Oz, would understand that of all the characters in the movie, I would have gave one of them flying monkeys a gun before I gave, you know, the Scarecrow a gun. I mean, for real? I mean, how is this possible? Is it me? Am I losing my mind? I mean, for real. I mean, get a gun to the flying monkeys. I mean, it would make more sense. It would make more sense. Because this don't make no sense. Seeing him with the gun, it just, I mean, I would be fearful that he would accidentally shoot Dorothy or Toto. I mean, come on. The wrong person. I mean, why didn't the Man of Steel have a gun? Oh, man. You know, the Tin Man. You know, how come he didn't have a gun? I think they gave him an axe. He had an axe. I mean, but, you know, give him the heat. You know, get a Scarecrow to axe. But then again, don't get a Scarecrow to axe. Man, this is crazy. I did like the Lion, too. But now that the Scarecrow got a gun, you know, he's moved up on my like list. But I have to watch The Wizard of Oz just to, you know, see if he actually get to use his gun. Or is he just waving it around? Looks like he's just waving it around. I mean, I actually haven't seen the movie again. Because I actually have to watch it again because it'll be my first time seeing it. I'm pretty sure it got a lot of new scenes in it. I mean, I saw the little clip from where the witch was saying, you know, fly my pretties. She didn't say that. So I don't know, man. It's a different movie now, so gotta watch it. It's like Star Wars. Gotta watch it all over again. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of not feeling Star Wars no more. You know, after what they did with us on what was that, the Last Jedi? And I told, you know, Lucas Films that The Last Jedi would be the last Jedi film I would ever watch. And I skipped out on Solo. Wouldn't even have went solo to see it. But no, The Wizard of Oz, I gotta watch it again. You know, I gotta see what's going on. I mean, I want to see the Scarecrow, you know, handle his heat. and, see if he shoot any of the flying monkeys out the sky. Racist. I'm sorry, y'all. This makes me crazy, though. Whenever I deal with this Mandela effect, it just makes me crazy. I know y'all done heard me do enough of these videos, and y'all know at this point, your boy's losing it. I mean, I'm looking at this picture, and it drives me crazy because, I can't picture it in my mind. Not only can I not picture it in my mind, I can't even fathom the idea of the writers coming up with the idea saying, you know what? Why don't we get a Scarecrow gun? It's a bad idea, but they came up with it in just reality. The writers are like, the Scarecrow need a gun. He's in the woods and he's walking with a lion and get this Tin Man. This Tin Man is not Iron Man. He ain't gonna fight off nothing. But the Tin Man, was way tougher than I still would have given him the gun over the option of giving the gun to the Scarecrow. Now, I wouldn't have given it to the lion either. And that's sad because, I love lions. But that lion was cowardly. You get no coward, no gun. But then you don't get no brainless person, no gun. Matter of fact, none of them people, because the Tin Man didn't have no heart. You get that fool a gun either. But out of all of them, I would have gave him the gun over the other two. Now, I wouldn't have gave the gun to Dorothy either, because she was emotionally, distraught. Ripped from her home, placed in a new reality. Wait a minute. Sound familiar, folks? Oh, man. I don't know. If you think the Scarecrow shouldn't have a gun, if you don't remember the Scarecrow not having a gun, please leave a comment in the comment box. Tell me what you remember. And if you do remember him having a gun, don't be scared to leave that in the comment box. I mean, I want to know. I mean, am I the only person going crazy? I don't know. I do not know. But hey, we're live from Los Angeles, California. You've been listening to Dark Skies News and Information. We talked about the Mandela effect. It just don't get no crazier than the Scarecrow packing. So tell me what you think. Wow, it's crazy, man. And I touched on this before, but just looking through the files when I saw this again, and I like, you know what? Wow, this is one of the most craziest Mandela effects. So tell me what you remember. Is it me? Or is it you? Or is it us? Who knows? Only time will tell. Dark Skies Podcast. I'm your host, LC Grace. Talk to you soon.